As we pick up on day 18 of our Murphy Challenge at 7 Steps to Quit, we want to concentrate on our meditation motivation to make it through this grueling 30-day challenge and what I use as a device of focus, and maybe it could help you out too. As I'm doing today's workout, I want to share with you some of the things that help keep me mentally focused. Now, I'm going to share a book with you. I have absolutely no financial interest in this book whatsoever, but it was a good book. And it's not to proselyte you into being a Christian or anything like that, but it's a book based on becoming your best self. It's called God's Love Bank, and I know the author personally. He's from the Texas area, but he provides some very interesting opportunities for just meditation. And I want to just share some things in and out as I'm going from station to station to share with you different little things that have been quite interesting. First of all, starting off with a very interesting survey that he gives you, so you can figure out what your old self-love is versus your new self-love, because the old you is trying to give you an opportunity to prosper, but by doing old destructive things by accident or without being aware of it. Here, take a look. You'll see what I'm talking about. Here's a look at the book. It's called You Are God's Love Bank, a new self-love framework for thinking how to invest in the bank of your soul with your spirit and body by Dr. Tony Roach Sr. Right from the very beginning, he has you to take a look at this, God Love Bank Inventory. Do you know your old self-love? Old self-love is what makes us do negative, self-defeating, self-sabotaging, self-destructive things with all the sincere intent to love yourself. All people have old self-love. The good news is that you can put on a new self-love. But first you must learn what your old self-love is. You can learn your old self-love in 3 minutes by circling each group which best describes you, all the way to the back flap. And here's what we find out right here. God's Love Bank of Inventory Scoring. Now count how many 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s you have in the 7 groups shown in the front tab. Then place the number of your 4 categories below. If you have a tie or a 0 in any category, choose the ones that are most painful and place them in order respectfully. Well, guess what my focus has to be? My new self-paradigm is greatness, okay? So that's what I have to aspire to, the greatness that is within me. Or if you have more of number 2, it's chosenness. Realize how chosen you are. Or if your old self-paradigm is abandonment, your new self-paradigm or way of saying things should be atonement. And if your old self-paradigm is abuse, then your new paradigm or way of thinking should be purpose. This is just the survey that begins to peel open what we're dealing with on a personal level. And this is a very in-depth book, and it's more of a counseling book than a book of trying to convert anybody to any religion. I want to share with you a couple of other items that can help you stay focused. Because you got to remember, we're a threefold being. We've been focusing on the physical, but you got to work on that soul, the personality, or mental astuteness, and be mindful of the spirit part too. Because we're trifold in our creation. That's just how it is. You got to get to all 3 of them to make a difference. This is the foundation of our existence, which I think is so helpful with this, saying that we are, as human beings, we are pneuma, suk, and soma. Pneuma, or our spirit. Well, see, that's the real you. Your suk, your soul, is your personality. And your body is, your body, your house where all of this lives. So we're all threefold beings, okay? This is what we are. And so here's how it all works. Matthew 25, 14 through 30, if you wish to look that up. But your spirit, soul, and body have to work together. Because it says that in 1 Thessalonians 5:23, may your whole spirit, soul, and body be preserved until the coming of Christ. Now, This means that you must address your spirit on a daily basis, your soul on a daily basis, and your body on a daily basis, because all three exist simultaneously, and all three are in need of nurturing on a day-by-day basis. Ever thought of yourself as three in one? Yeah, that's us. I am definitely fatigued. This is my second day of trying to do this extra stuff on the side. But I'm going to try to go ahead and finish this up. I'm at halfway point right now. So you see, this book is not so you can become a member of a particular church or anything, but it's just some things that I thought have been very helpful. You know, the thermostat of the soul and a lot of these other things. And I want to share one more tidbit with you, and then encourage you to check out the book for yourself on the website, which is godslovebank.com. But check out this last little piece of information, and I utilize this in my early morning hours so that I can be meditating at the beginning of the day, because starting at the beginning of the day with the stretches in the bed and then the meditation, or just playing an audio reading of Proverbs or Ecclesiastes or James or Psalms or the Sermon on the Mount, really gives me a cleansing way to start off the day and to concentrate on even trying to stay focused on doing something as difficult as this exercise has been. There's so much in this book that I would love to show, but there's only so much time we have to show it to you. But I like this overall look, just to kind of give you a feel of what the book is about. It starts talking about how to address your spirit, your soul, and your body. For your spirit, you have to shift your thinking and beliefs. For your soul, or your personality, you have to shift your feelings and values. And then in your body, you must shift your actions and behavior. And that's how you begin to shift your threefold being into a better existence. I think it's worth a checkout. I think it's worth an investigation. I think it's worth the investment. I believe you are worth the investment. Another one of these modified push-ups. For me, it's greatness. So the new self-love of greatness makes you feel worthy, deserving, significant, sufficient, adequate, important, and valuable, like you are destined for greatness. It makes you feel like you are always worthy and causes you to never underestimate your worth, and compels you to be yourself and never overcompensate and what you say and do, or try to control anyone or anything and feel loved and worthful. In fact, whenever you are feeling unloved or like love is unavailable, greatness will cause you to depend on the Holy Spirit who lives in you and gives you your greatness. Thus, the Holy Spirit-driven greatness or drivers are greatness, Thus, the Holy Spirit driver for greatness are surrender and depend. Then there are the other ones. For chosen, the Spirit drivers are trust and obey. If purpose is your thing, then your Holy Spirit drivers are accountability and responsibility. And if it's atonement, it's focus and engagement. It's just how you change the way you see yourself and how you handle things in your life. It starts with that morning meditation of your focus. So how does this work as far as going from old self to love to new self? Here's an example for one part of the book. Old self-love, the receiving stage becomes a realization stage. Relieving stage becomes a recognition stage. Resenting stage changed to a researching stage. Ridicule stage, stop doing that, and renouncing stage. Rejection stage is changed to a renewing stage. Repressing stage changed to a reconciliation stage. A relationship homecoming of self. Well, I'm on the last one. It's taking a little more time. I'm at about 55 minutes right now. Still got a round to go and running. But making this journey a spiritual one has helped me to begin to appreciate every single day a little bit more. And my hope and prayer is that during this Murphy Challenge, that you're able to have that same kind of an epiphany. Because, you know, being able to enjoy what you eat, enjoy what you drink, enjoy your day-to-day life with the people you love, that's the most important thing. And I believe having a body that's able to do whatever it is you want to do leisurely is part of enjoying that, you know, and enjoying the process of strengthening the body that you've been blessed with, because, you know, we only get one of these, you know. So I hope and I pray that this journey is not just a physical one for you, but it's turned into a spiritual one as well, like it has for me in the middle of this, because it's going to take another power to get through all of these. We still have another 11 or 12 more days to go. 12 more days to go. Whew. Once again, if you're interested in the book, simply go to godslovebank.com. It's written by Dr. Anthony Roach. And hopefully it'll give you a hint. There are 4 books in the series at the very least, with some additional ones that have been written since I initially talked to the author. But I'm hoping it can give you some focus on not only just this challenge, but how you handle things after this challenge. I'm Paul Williams, 7 Steps to Quit. Looking forward to seeing you on day 19.